And welcome to 302 Sports, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Caesar Rodney High School. It's the battle of the state champs. The Caesar Rodney Riders, defending state champs in Division I, and they take on Milford Buccaneers, the defending state champs in Division II. And with me tonight on the broadcast is Paul Kier. And Paul, welcome to the broadcast. And man, you come in, you fill in quick for me when I need somebody, and
Thanks.
You get a big one coming in.
Thanks, Benny. It's always a pleasure to work with you, and we have a great match tonight here with number one in both divisions, and probably these teams are going to duel it out for supremacy of the top-ranked team overall in the state.
So let's talk a little bit about the lineup. So 14 ranked kids on the mat tonight between the two teams. Two number ones, they both belong to the Riders. Well, let's go through this Milford lineup. The number 2 106-pounder in the state, Corey Messick, a sophomore. Jack Toady, the freshman, ranked number 3 in the state at 113, and then Trent Grant, the sophomore, at 120, ranked number 6. That's a heck of a way to start a lineup there, Paul.
Yeah, it's interesting with the ranked guys, for the most part, are wrestling unranked guys. So it's really going to be up to those ranked guys to get bonus points for their teams tonight on both sides. And
then the next ranked wrestler we'll see, he's ranked at 160 pounds, ranked number 4, Gage Copes, a junior. And then Bavinsky Augustin, the senior, ranked number 5 at 182. Eric Bennett ranked 6 at 195. He was a state finalist a year ago. Anthony Diaz, the number 2 ranked 220-pounder in the state. I imagine we're going to see those guys bumping up tonight, Paul, here in this dual meet. And but you know that's a nice finish. You know they start off with 3 ranked guys and they finish with 4.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Coach Parsley bumps Diaz up to challenge the number 1 ranked heavyweight. That could be a real table turner in this match. And then we have Gage Copes against Riley Tracy from CR. That's probably the marquee matchup, feature matchup this evening.
Absolutely. 145 pounds, Jordan Passwater, senior, out with an injury. And let's talk about the Caesar Rodney Riders. They start off with a couple of freshmen. Dawson Mitchell, a freshman at 106. MJ Smith at 113. And then the sophomore, Colton Bowie, at 120. And they got to go up against those young guys have to go up against the studs from Milford.
Yeah, anything less than 5 or 6 points that they can save for CR could help them be the difference in winning this match tonight.
And then you hit the teeth of the Caesar Rodney order. Starting at 126 pounds, number 4th ranked in the state, senior Mike Primo. 5th ranked at 132 pounds, Patrick Wisniewski, he's a junior. 138, number 3 ranked Ben Anderson, a senior. 145, number 1 ranked Jackson Dean. He was a state champ 2 years ago. At 152, the transfer from Laurel, ranked number 2, Gabe DeGraffenreed, the senior. And then we talked about 160 pounds, Riley Tracy, ranked number 3. He's a senior. There is that little mix of that junior-senior class that Dan Rigby has here with the Riders.
Yeah, this is a fierce middleweight lineup for CR, and look for these people to get tech falls and falls this evening for Caesar Rodney. They're going to really need to get a lot of bonus points in their individual duels to defeat Milford this evening.
And then you have 170-pound Sam Tolson, a junior. Ryan Rigby at 182, back in the lineup after an injury season-ending injury last season. Jacob Garrett, the junior, at 195. Carson Timmons, the sophomore, or Frank Kromka. And then you have the state runner-up as a freshman heavyweight last year, number 1 ranked Kevin Hudson, the sophomore.
Yeah, Tolson and Rigby, I think their key matches looked in the duel this evening. Rigby, he's able to pull an upset. It will be a big bonus for Caesar Rodney. And then Hudson, they're going to look for bonus points for him at the heavyweight position.
And out of the lineup, hasn't been in the lineup this year. He was a starter last year. It's Gavin Boyer at 195, also out with an injury. Not sure. He should be coming back shortly. And wow, the Riders come in. They bring the storm with them. Paul Kier, paper blowing all over our table. So the Riders come out. A little bit of a new entrance, and what you're used to when you coached here back in the, I guess, early 2010s, 2000 years. We're starting tonight at 138 pounds. So that's going to tell us right away what the Riders are going to do as Milford's forfeiting at 145 pounds with Jordan Passwater's out of the lineup. I would imagine we'll see Dom Freitner, Ben Anderson, and then it's going to be a JV kid maybe sitting in. And then it looks like Caesar Rodney, I would think, would bump that bulk of that lineup up.
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, you want to get Dean on someone because he's probably going to defeat anybody that Milford's had.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Rigby does with Jackson Dean this evening.
Folks, let's take a quick commercial timeout. You're here watching 302 Sports with Benny Mitchell and Paul Kier. It's wrestling season, our first match of the week, folks. We'll be right back.
I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around, and Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Sodell Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Sodell Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Sodell Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations.
And want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas as Christmas is coming. Here's your treat tonight: number 1 versus number 1, state champ versus state champ. And Paul Kai, I don't even know, 3-2 wants to recognize and give thoughts and prayers to Ron Waller, the former Laurel high school football player, went on to play at the University of Maryland and had a pro career, passed away this week. The thoughts and prayers from 3-2 Sports to the Waller family. Great loss to the Laurel community, and one of the greatest athletes, football players to ever come through the state of Delaware.
Yeah, our condolences certainly go out to his family in this tough time, especially over this holiday period.
Absolutely.
Greatly.
So, Paul, at the end of the night, we got to start looking. We'll have the Hammer of the Night Awards brought to you by the Henlopen Hammers Wrestling Club. Our outstanding wrestler for tonight will be the Hammer of the evening. So, folks, looks like the Riders are wrapping up their warm-up. And we'll get the introductions and then start with the match. So
it's always a tremendous environment here, wrestling under the lights.
Yes, it is.
It's a great experience, even though it may be a little bit intimidating for the visiting team.
Well, you can see across the way, the CR stands are just about full. Milford over here to our right, pretty good crowd. So, folks, we're going to cut away to the public address announcer and give you the starting lineups.
Caesar Rodney School District versus Interscholastic Athletics as part of the Total Education Wrestling tonight at 220 pounds from Milford High School, Anthony Diaz, and Caesar Rodney, Carson Timmons, or Frank Conrad. Wrestling at 285 pounds tonight from Milford High School, Jacob Bryant and Caesar Rodney, Kevin Hudson. Wrestling tonight at 106 pounds from Milford High School, Corey Messick and Caesar Rodney, Dalton Mitchell. Wrestling tonight at 113 pounds from Milford High School, Jack Food and Caesar Rodney, M.J. Smith. Wrestling tonight at 120 pounds from Milford High School, Trent Grant and Caesar Rodney, Colton Bowie. Wrestling tonight at 126 pounds from Milford High School, Tim O'Hara and Caesar Rodney, Mike Primo. And finally, wrestling tonight at 132 pounds from Milford High School, Avery Coates and Caesar Rodney, Patrick Wisniewski. The Buccaneers are led by head coach Don Parsley. The Riders are led by head coach Dan Rigby. Assistant coaches Chris Harris, Trey Mitchell, Steve Bilbro, and Ken Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove all headgear. The colors for this evening's wrestling match are being presented by the Caesar Rodney High School Junior ROTC.
So there's your national anthem, and look across the way, and you know you're in a wrestling crazy area when you see your first J Woo T-shirt, wrestling T-shirt of the night, Johnson and Wales across the way. Somebody sporting the old J Woo. You know, not a lot of Division III programs get that type of recognition. So, but we got it here. First match of the night is going to be 138 pounds. We expect to see Ben Anderson, ranked number 3 in the state, up against Dom Freitner for Milford. And head coach Dan Rigby for the Caesar Rodney Riders in his 3rd season with the Riders, 5th overall, won a couple of state titles down at Milford, came to Caesar Rodney, and I'd have to say you've been around a lot of wrestling in Delaware. Probably the biggest upset in Delaware wrestling history last year when the Caesar Rodney Riders knocked off Slays Annam and Smyrna to win that state title after losing to them during the season.
Yeah, it's quite an upset. I was at the Smyrna regular season match, and CR wrestled them tough, but it seemed like Smyrna was 10 points better. But hey, more credit to the Riders. They peaked when they were supposed to.
That's right. Win the one that matters, right, Coach? And then Milford head coach Don Parsley, he owns 5 state titles.
Hey, Coach Parsley, I call him the Dean of Delaware coaches now. He started coaching back when I was in high school, a long, long time ago.
And they're going to forfeit to Anderson and move their 38 up to 45. So Ben Anderson gets the forfeit, and the Riders, they had to forfeit somewhere. So we'll go to 145 pounds, where I believe we have Caleb Adamovich and Dom Freitner. Adamovich, he was big last year in the state duels last year, only giving up a major decision to the eventual state runner-up.
Yep. Yeah, this will be a very interesting match here. I was a little surprised that Milford forfeited 38, not 45, but.
So here we go, underway, 6-0, the Riders lead. Both teams sporting some new singlets here. Caesar Rodney in the blue and Milford Buccaneers in the burgundy. Underway at 145 pounds.
Well, both wrestlers keeping really good position here, Benny. Both in nice square stance, trying to look for their tie-ups.
Dominus, a couple of shots there on the high cross, not able to get in and follow with the hips.
Yeah, Dominic's really working ahead early here, hoping it'll pay dividends later in the match.
The Buccaneers 145-pounder senior Jordan Passwater is not in the lineup, thing injured. So Milford had to give up 6 somewhere. So I guess they decided, hey, we'll give it to the number 3 ranked guy and see what Coach Rigby's going to do with his lineup. And as we said, Adama's looking to go behind. He's got the ankle here on the near side, and not going to get it. Freitner able to square up.
Yep. Freitner still has a grab on that leg. Donovich did a nice job keeping the near foot controlled. He's looking to step over that near foot to get his 2 points.
.45 seconds to go here in the period, and and he's going to get it too for Caleb Adamovich.
Yeah, Adamovich did a nice job getting behind the arm of Freitner, scoring his 2 points. Let's see what he can do on top here, Benny.
Under 20 to wrestle here in the first period, 2-0 for the Riders. They lead the dual meet 6-0.
Very important here for Freitner to get 1 here, score at the end of the period. Try to stay in contact here in this match. Adamovich doing a nice job covering the hips, just looking for the ride out here with 2 seconds to go.
And he's going to get it 2-0 in the first period. And we're going to go back to the neutral position. Freitner, he's a 3-year starter for the Bucks. Big pin last year in the state finals to take Milford to their 5th straight state championship in Division II. Next year they move up to Division I, so looks like it'll clear the field a little bit next year as the Bucks will move to Division I.
Shot looking for a dump here.
Yeah, Shot now looking to dump. Donovich strong up there, not crushing to the hip.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job keeping his hips away, stretching, Freitner out little by little. He's going to look for a spin behind here again for another 2.
Donovich got a little bit of a cement mixer here. He got a chin and a hook.
Yeah.
Freitner controlling the elbow as we approach a minute to go in the second period.
Yeah, Donovich really needs to tuck his head there and try to score in this front headlock situation.
Goes a spin left, not there.
Nice block by Freitner. See if he can gobble that leg back up. Ref really letting him wrestle here in this position.
And as you say that, he stalemates it. So 47 seconds to go here in the second period. Adamovich with a 2-0 lead on a takedown in the first period. You're watching 302 Sports. Benny Mitchell and Paul Collier on the call here at Caesar Rodney. Nice inside trip, but he misses. And Adamovich looks like he might be able to go behind. Frater comes back to his feet. No score. 30 seconds to go in the period.
They have Adamovich to try to score here at the end of the period. He is the
in on his high crotch.
Frater looking to.
Now he's going to look to scoot, go behind, locked in the crotch.
Scoot.
15 seconds to go.
Let's see if he can step over that near leg for 2. Ref's looking for it. Adamovich still controlling that leg.
Now he's going to go funk. 5 seconds to go in the period. Frater looking to get over that hip and score.
Adamovich just needs to hold on here.
And he does. Gets to the ankles and he holds on. That's going to take us to the third period. 2-0. And the Bucks got choice. And he's going to go top here, Paul. Not a call you usually see trailing 2-0.
You don't, yeah, but he wasn't able to score on his feet.
Right.
Wasn't able to get out in about 45 seconds. So we'll see what he can have here. He's a pretty tall, lanky wrestler. He's got a lot of leverage over Adamovich.
And in comes the boots. Gets the boot in on the right side. Now he gets double boots in. Now he's going to go to work on the top half. Stretches Adamovich out.
Frater looking for that power half there. Got a lot of pressure on Adamovich's forehead, keeping it down on the mat. Adamovich did a good job getting the leg free there.
Yeah, crawling back up, getting back to his base to avoid either a stalemate or a stall call. Looks like going to go little
nice hazard attempt.
hazard attempt.
Let's see if he can pull him back into criteria. He can't.
No score. Still 2-0.
Show the Milford sidelines looking for a stall call here.
Yeah.
Adamovich doing a nice job getting those bases
And he's
out.
going to get the escape. 3-0. Adamovich. Got to watch Frater. He is the thrower. He's got a big headlock and he's got a big lat drop. So got to stay away from his up top stuff.
Yep, Adamovich in good shape here. All he needs to do is control the ties, keep working ahead, and work his defense. Under a minute with no stall calls. He's in good shape here, and he just took a shot.
Riders looking to steal one here early in the match. This might be something they have to do on top of that forfeit and to win this duel. It's going to be a tight one. Here comes the over-under. Got to watch Frater in this position. Does have some good throws. And digging in that hook again. Shot by Adamovich. And this time Frater looking to scoot and go behind.
Yep. Staying with that nice crotch lock. He needs to step over that near leg. He'll get 2. That should be 2 now if he steps over that leg. He's not really hooking it and showing the ref that he has control.
Now he's looking for a tilt.
Adamovich in good position here with only 15 seconds left.
He's got his hips up. I'm surprised he's not getting the call here. I see with the hips on the map, and then he's got his hips up and he's covered. And we're going to get a stalemate with 5 seconds to go. No takedown. 3-0.
Could have been 2 there, but 2 wouldn't have hurt Adamovich. Just got to avoid a throw here, Benny.
Goes low single. And Adamovich, he's going to get the Riders up 9-0. Big win as the backup steps in and gets a win for the Riders and moves us to 145 pounds, or excuse me, 152. And we're going to see number 1, Jackson Dean of the Caesar Rodney Riders. And he's going to take on the freshman, Dalton Deavy for Milford.
Probably a tough ask for Deavy. But,
yeah, absolutely.
All he can do is try to avoid giving up 5 or 6. Major decision really would be a victory for the Milford team here.
Jackson Dean, he was a state champ 2 seasons ago, 3rd last year. He's a Fargo All-American and also placed in the Ironman 2 weeks ago, Paul.
That's an impressive performance last week.
Takedown for Jackson Dean. He placed at the Ironman at 138, wrestling 145. I think he's going to be going 38 for the Beast this weekend. And there goes that cross-face cradle. That's what he's known for.
There he goes. He's getting the head to the knee here. Cradle's locked up tight. Going to secure his back. And it's close to a fall here, Benny.
And there it is. First period pin for Jackson Dean and the Riders. They go up early, 15-0.
Yeah, really good. I don't think the Riders could have asked for a better start here.
No.
15-0 against Milford in the first 3 bouts.
And Copes is going to come out at 160 pounds. So we're going to have a number 3 versus a number 4. Excuse me, folks, at 160 pounds.
That's good because the fans
Well,
pay their
now,
money.
we're sending Sam Tolson out.
Okay.
So just as I said that, it looks like Coach Rigby has settled on his lineup.
It's nice to have a great.
I'm sorry, this is Gabe the Graffenried.
Yeah. The Graffenried's up against Copes. This should be a good match. 2 ranked guys, even though the Graffenried's at a lighter weight class. These are the kind of matchups the fans pay to see. Man.
That's right. Ranked number 2 at 152 pounds is the Graffenried for Caesar Rodney. And that's going to be a takedown for Gage Copes.
Nice execution by Copes on the edge there. Keeping his toes in, his knees up to score the 2.
2-0, Gage Copes. For the Milford Bucks, ranked 4th at 160, I'm sorry. The Graffenried looking to roll out. And now he's got tough, a little bit of a funk position. Reversal on the standing reversal. 2-2.
Graffenried get him out. Nice job there by the Graffenried.
And we go out of bounds. Score 2-2. The Graffenried will be on top.
And it's about, you got to think Milford absolutely has to win. In this duel.
I agree, yes. Graffenried top position, got it booted on the near side. Copes rises to his feet and brought back to the mat by the Graffenried. Now a hand fight going on. Copes looking to clear his hips. And lift and return by the Graffenried.
A couple of nice returns there by the Graffenried in the last 30 seconds. Copes is up to his feet. Nice.
And gets the
nice
escape.
Cut.
3-2, Gage Copes for the Milford Buccaneers. In on shot and out of bounds. Well, reshot there right on the edge by the Graffenried.
Yeah, real nice reshot there. Not much room to operate on the edge of these mats.
No, they might have to go purchase a border because they have the big 50-foot circle and about 52 feet of mat. 3-0, under 30 seconds to go in the first period at 160 pounds. The Graffenried in on a shot, looking to finish, low leg, Turk.
Needs to hide that near leg so it doesn't get funked here and finish it. Got the Turk in now, Benny. Nice job by Copes with his hips. The Graffenried's close to the 2.
That's
there.
a takedown.
Merkle position here gets him the 2.
Gives the Graffenried a 4-3 lead with 5 seconds to go in the first period.
Just needs to clamp here and ride this out.
And that's what he's going to do. On to the second period, 4-2. A lot of action here at this 160-pound match.
A lot of
early
action.
on.
These guys are getting after it. That was a critical 2 points there with 5 seconds to go in the period.
(4-2). Copes down bottom position as we start the second period. Goes to a changeover, comes to his feet. Looking to clear the hips, cuts and scores, and we have a tie match.
Copes really does a nice job clearing his hips on his bottom maneuvers. Nice sequence there. The Graffenried tried to mix her and then look to reshot. Got a tie bout here, Benny.
There we go. 4-4 on our feet. Minute 30 to go in the second period at 160 pounds. The Graffenried bumping up for the Riders. Nice shot in on a low single.
Let's see if he can come out the back door here. He's going to try to elevate this position.
Copes able to catch that ankle underneath.
Nice job back hooking that near leg. If he can sit Copes to his right side, he might be able to score here.
And Copes with his ankle trapped underneath him.
Graffenried doing a nice job worming his arm around there to the hip. He's close to scoring 2 here. He's got to make sure he doesn't get funked here.
And he's going to get the 2. Takedown for the Graffenried, 6-4 lead.
That takedown might have taken a little bit out of Copes here. We'll see, Benny.
Under a minute to go in the second period. Copes, I believe, this is his first match down to 160 with his descent. He Grambies to his feet and cuts and scores.
Once again, Copes with nice movement on the bottom there.
Copes, since the first period, it really has not shown an offensive attack, and he got the takedown. He needs to go back to that that offense that he had in the first minute of the match.
Yeah, he's coming out of his position a little bit. He's doing fakes, feint attacks, but then he's coming up out of his stance a bit. The referee doing a better job staying in position at this point. I think it's really important for Copes here to score here in this final 15 seconds.
It's going to be the Grafton Reed in on another low single. And look at the game saying this time Copes steps out. And he looks like he's going to go Merkel, maybe cradle.
So the Grafton Reed pops his head for 2.
And gets it right at the buzzer, 8-5 to Grafton Reed. I think Copes got a little more in there than he thought he had. He had a little bit of a cradle, a little bit of a Merkel, and the Grafton Reed was able to pop his head out.
Hey, Copes is going to have to generate some offense here, not just counter wrestle. I think he's going to win this match.
8-5, third period at 160. Copes claw ride and looks to throw a boot in on the far side.
Hey, one turn will tie this match up and get a 5 count. Nice job with the double legs. He's got to stretch the Grafton Reed out, get him off his base, which he just did, and now start to look for his power half.
And there he goes, Grafton Reed keeping the head up. Making Copes work to get this power half. He's doing a good job arching that back and keeping that head up.
The Copes has really got to attack that near elbow. There's a quick stalemate by Mr. Fish. Copes not too happy about that.
Nah, I think he wanted some time to work. Yeah. So we've got a restart here with 1:29 to go. Referee Matt Bivens, former Smyrna wrestler, also the Smyrna middle school coach, on the call for this big #1 versus #1. Copes going cross face, looking to lock up a cradle.
Cradle here. Close to.
I think he's got it locked. No.
He's got the far elbow trap. He lost control of the leg there. The Grafton Reed can't just rest down here. There's a nice job coming out the back here.
And he's going to get the reversal. 10-5 gave to Grafton Reed, and we're going to have a injury timeout.
Copes got a little bit too aggressive there.
Got too high and
too high and didn't have the leg in, and the Grafton Reed did a nice job coming right out the back door.
The Grafton Reed first home match in that CRU uniform. Like you say, he was a state placement last year at Laurel High School. He's a senior and got a pretty good couple of workout partners. You got Dean underneath you and Tracy above you. And
that's the only way you get better is have good workout partners. Looks like, as you said, Benny Copes' first match down. He could be feeling the effects of that cut a little bit right here.
And I believe Diaz will be his first match down at 220 too. So Caesar Rodney going through their descent. Copes was he's favoring that near side shoulder.
Copes has really got to gather himself here, get control of his breath. He's still in the match. All he needs is a reversal and back.
10-5. Copes in the bottom position. Looking the high leg over and not quite there. And now the Grafton looks like he wants to go near side cradle. Good hand control by Copes as he brings it to his feet in a high mid-level single. He's got the Turk in.
Yeah, the Grafton can work the single position a little bit, kill some time off the clock here, but Copes once again did a nice job getting out.
10-6 for Gabe de Grafton Reed over Gage Copes. 30 seconds to go at 160.
The Copes is going to need something from the feet to the back here. He's not going to have enough time to just score takedowns and escapes. He's going to have to need a 2-2.
Looking to go ankle pick there. Not quite getting the Grafton Reed with good head position. 15 seconds to go here in the match. Down block by Copes. Something we didn't see throughout the match. Now they're in that over-under we talked about.
Grafton doing a nice job back.
Getting out of it, yeah. And that's how it's going to end. 10-6 at 160 between two ranked wrestlers. De Grafton Reed getting the win for the Caesar Rodney Riders.
A real good effort by both guys there. De Grafton Reed just really won the bout with his ability to lower his level and get to that low single, that ankle shot.
So the Riders up 18-0 to start the match. And we move to 170 pounds. Riley Tracy, ranked number 3 at 160. And he's up against Rafael Mejia, for the Milford Buccaneers.
They're real important for Mejia here to hold this to a regular decision. It might be a tough ask.
Tracy, a state qualifier a year ago for the Riders. Moves up, I believe, 1 or 2 weight classes.
Tracy doing a nice job staying in position. Nice stance Tracy has there. And I really like to see our singlets. They actually match the mat.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Perfect match.
Mejia in on a shot, not there.
Another attempt at a high crotch here. Good defense by Riley. But Mejia's in a over-under position. Looks like he wants that position.
You got Milford. This is something they do a lot. I mean, I practice, my club practices out of Milford, and occasionally I'll get there early, and they'll spend almost a little bit of time every practice working over-under.
Yeah, if you have a throw from an over-under position with a headlock, lateral drop, I mean, you're always in the match.
Right.
Yeah.
Don Parsley, Lock Haven alum, wrestled for Lock Haven University, was a national qualifier there.
Coach Parsley, great technician in the room and a great match strategist.
Right.
As a coach.
30 seconds to go here. 0-0 at 170 pounds. Caesar Rodney Riders jump out to an 18-0 lead over Milford. Both teams ranked number 1 in their respective divisions. Milford coming from the smaller schools and Caesar Rodney from the larger schools here in Delaware. Trey, double leg, and the buzzer goes off.
Maybe taking that shot maybe 5 seconds earlier,
That's
might have
right.
scored on that. Both wrestlers seem pretty patient.
Tracy's the kind of kid that he has to warm up. I mean, it's like almost like he needs to wrestle a match before he comes out here and wrestles his match. Usually takes him the first period to get going. Mejia with a claw rod brings him back to the mat.
Tracy trying to hand fight him there, get control and come up. Mejia looking for that cross wrist here.
Well, if the Bucks are going to get back in it, this is where they got to get started. This is the meat of their lineup, 70 and up. And it looks like Coach Parsley's going to stay with his stay right in their weight classes. Cut and score by Riley Tracy, and he leads 1-0.
Mejia up with a double. Coming up to a bear hug position. We'll see if he can throw off here. Tracy with an inside trip. There's the 2. No back points there.
And an escape. And we go out of bounds. Minute 9 on the restart. As we go out of bounds, the Riley Tracy leads 3-1. Riley Tracy also a 4-year starter here for the Riders. He's one of those team guys. Keeps you in matches, wins a few for you here and there. Now as a senior, he's got to start winning the big matches. Double leg shot in deep. Looks like he keeps running his feet, gets to the edge. Mejia able to get the hips down, and we're going to go out of bounds. No score.
Good hips by Mejia there, using the boundary to avoid that nice attack by Riley. As you said, it looks like Riley's starting to heat up here, Benny. He's picking up his attacks.
3-1. Riley Tracy for the Riders leads. As his Riders lead 18-0 here in this dual meet. And Paul, years ago, all the Henlopen Conference teams, whether they're north or south, met during the regular season and did away with that a few years back. And why is Milford as good as they are in Division II? Because they wrestle the Caesar Rodneys and the Sussex Centrals. Not able to get a date with Smyrna this year. Shot by Mejia. Not able to get a date set up with Smyrna this year, but they're here wrestling the number 1 team in Division I.
Yeah, this will be actually a good warm-up for the Beasts, as both these teams will be competing at the Beast of the East.
That's correct.
This will be indicative of maybe a second-round match there at that tournament. One of the best in the country.
3-1. Mejia goes bottom position. Tracy with the lead. Little changeover sit And Tracy able to follow.
Yep. Hey, unable to keep his base there. Went to his belly. Tracy's making him carry his weight right now.
Tell you what, the Riders get this match here, Paul, and Coach Parsons got serious work to do in the upper weights.
Yeah, it's tough in these big duels. If you get down by 20 or more, it's very, very difficult to come back.
Under a minute 30 to go here in the match. Riley Tracy leads 3-1. Mejia looks like he's starting to get a little winded here, Paul. Head on the mat, and there's the stall call. There's the stall warning.
By our official, Mr. Bivens. Tracy doing a nice job controlling the near leg, but still looking busy, trying to gather a near wrist or a cross wrist.
So far, only bonus in the match was the pin by Jackson Dean. He had the forfeit. But other than that, we've had some contested matches. Under a minute to go. And Mejia comes out, scores.
Nice explosion by Mejia there. Risky maneuver, but it earns him the escape.
3-1 with Tracy in the lead.
Mejia right in the thick of this bout.
Yes, he is. Approaching 30 seconds to go. So a takedown by Mejia could spark and get a big upset here for the Bucks. 2-on-1.
Tracy doing a nice job controlling the ties here.
Needs to win that head position if he's going to score here. 20 seconds to go.
Yep. Mejia needs to clear some space here, and he needs to explode. He needs another burst.
There's a shot by Mejia, and he goes up. Double unders on the edge. 10 seconds to go. Inside trip. And then going to finish it with a headlock for Tracy.
Does Mejia, can he roll through here?
Looks like he's holding two backs also. And going to get him 7-2 decision by Riley Tracy.
The good news for Milford there, it wasn't quite a major.
No.
Still gives him a little bit of hope here in this duel.
Riley Tracy, 7-2 decision, and we're going to move to 182 pounds. Caesar Rodney now leads 21-0. It looks like it's going to be Rigby versus Augustin. Rigby not ranked yet, as he had a season-ending injury last year and hasn't been on the mat much. We're not quite sure where he was going to end up.
As I said, this is one on paper that favors Milford, but Rigby very capable of winning this match. Scoring the first takedown here. He's got Merkel's got him stretched out. Let's see if he can roll him over here, Benny.
Ryan Rigby goes up 2-0. Rigby he's also a baseball player. He had to have surgery, I believe, on the shoulder or elbow last year, which ended his wrestling season and his baseball season. So I guess bringing him along a little more carefully this year after the surgery. He's going to get some backs.
Nice. Augustin trying for a Peterson roll there. Rigby did a nice job sagging his hips for a quick count. Here's Augustin now.
So he can get two the other way for the reversal. And Augustin looking for some back points here. He's got a side headlock.
Long time here for Rigby to fight off here. This is a match that could turn the momentum right back to Milford's.
That's correct.
Milford's favor.
And there's the pin.
What a turn of events there, Benny.
Big turn, and not only getting the win, getting the pin too.
Yeah. And you can hear the Milford crowd going berserk here behind us.
Big pin for Vivencia Augustin. First period here at 182, and it's going to move us to 195.
Yeah, that's just what Milford needed.
Where we have Eric Bennett, a state finalist a year ago, and he'll be taking on
Jacob Garrett.
Yeah.
Quick ankle pick, less than a second. There's a takedown for Bennett. Cross face cradle, it's locked up, Benny, by Bennett.
This is where the Bucks have to do damage. Bennett at the Milford Invitational looked lost a couple matches. I didn't think he should have lost, but they were both one-point matches. He looked winded in them, so maybe now football's over and he's had 3-4 weeks in the wrestling room. We'll see what he's got tonight. And there's an ankle pick again.
It always takes the football players at least to Christmas to get back in top shape for wrestling. A little bit different components that are asked in those two sports.
Right. Hey, you don't huddle after each score in wrestling. Looking to go cross-face cradle.
He's got it locked up tight again. We'll just see if he can use his knee as a fulcrum and pull him over here.
And there he goes, approaching a minute to go in the period.
Plenty of time to work here for the fall. Get your 3 backs.
And there it is. So second pin for the Bucks.
Momentum shifting here. Milford with one more fall after this one would be right back in this bout.
Right back in it. And we're going to move to their number 2 ranked in the state, 220-pounder. That's Anthony Diaz.
Yeah, going up against Carson Timmons for the Riders. Sophomore.
Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling tonight at 220 pounds from Milford High School, Anthony Diaz. And for your Riders, Carson Timmons.
Diaz right after the throw. Nice bear hug to his back.
And he's looking for a fall here. And he's going to get 2 back. 4-0 for Anthony Diaz. He was the conference champion last year at 220. Suffered an ankle injury in the state tournament in the semis. Could not continue. Ended up placing 6th. Timmons, a sophomore. I want to thank you folks for joining us here on 302 Sports for our first match of the week for 2018. Benny Mitchell here with Paul Kyer. We're at Caesar Rodney High School as the Battle of the State Champs from 2018 take it to the mat today. The Milford Buccaneers and the Caesar Rodney Riders. The Riders leading 21-12 with their number 2 ranked 220-pounder in the state, Anthony Diaz, on the mat.
Yep, Bucks trying to gather some momentum here in their upper weights. Get back in this duel after
He's going to go stand up with the Merkel.
Merkel, he lost the leg there.
Looking to go jacklock maybe.
Yep.
And he's just going to wrap around. We're going to take that out of bounds with 45 seconds to go.
Yep, Diaz still in control, so we'll start in the offensive position here.
Going to give him the free release.
Diaz is going to cut him up for the 1. See if Diaz works upper body again for another throw.
4-1 Anthony Diaz. Headlock attempt by Timmons. And he's going to get it back down to the mat, but that's going to be a takedown.
Yeah, good job slipping that headlock by Diaz.
Diaz is he's a hard guy to throw. He has a great center of gravity, low center of gravity, and he uses his hips well.
Yeah, it's probably difficult. You have to get control of the center of gravity if you're going to throw him, probably with the bear hug hold around his waist.
Right.
Leg in for Diaz here, trying to work the second in.
Diaz getting the boots in. Under 10 seconds to go. Referee Matt Bivens was checking in, not sure what his instruction was, but we're going to go 2 minutes back on the clock.
Diaz selecting the bottom position to start the second period here.
Second period at 220 pounds. Anthony Diaz comes to his feet, looking to isolate the hand, and he cuts and he scores.
I'm very impressed with the bottom wrestling in this duel so far. But
yeah.
Both sides are doing a good job getting to their feet and getting out. Which isn't easy.
No, it isn't. Watch Diaz here. He's playing possum with that left arm. You got to watch this kid. Another kid that can throw. And then keeping his hips back, preventing himself from being thrown.
There's Diaz digging for 2 on double unders. Looking for that bear hug he scored on in the first period.
Snaps it down to the mat, looking to go behind. Now he's going to go to mixer maybe.
There's another jacklock.
Another jacklock.
Underlock and head.
Diaz drops down to the single. Nice little knee pound down.
Yep, nice.
And now he's going to go back trip. Takedown right to his back.
Beautiful finish there. Reverse half. Let's see if we can lock this up for another 6 for Milford, Benny. If we can just scoop the head, I think we'll get the fall here. Plenty of time to work for the 6.
And there it is, the pin. So you're right, Paul Kyer, right back in the match are the Bucks. And this is where we said they had to do damage. 21-18.
Caesar Rodney has Hudson coming up, top-ranked man in the state.
He was a state finalist.
Also competed at the Ironman.
Right, as a freshman.
Sure, Coach Rigby's hoping Hudson will stem this momentum here. Definitely win the bout, maybe get bonus points.
Because you're getting ready to go into the teeth of the Milford lineup. There's 3 young kids coming up. Jacob Bryant the senior for the maybe the strategy here for Coach Parsley is to put the bigger body on Hudson. And Hudson looking like he wants to shoot from space.
Hudson doing a nice job lowering his level there. Saw him in a warm-up. Hit some nice doubles, some nice singles, which you don't see very often out of the heavyweight.
Three straight pins for the Riders, or excuse me, for the Bucks. And they're right back in this dual meet, 21-18. We're here at heavyweight where Caesar Rodney's favored, but we're going to roll right around to the lightweights where Milford's favored in the next 3 matches. So I think you're right. Coach Dan Rigby, he wants some bonus here. Here comes a standing mixer. He's got the chin tucked underneath, pulls it to the mat, not there.
Let's see if it goes that near side.
He's going to go cradle. Takedown for Kevin Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson was drilling that maneuver at least 10 times in a warm-up. He does a nice job pulling a man down under and attacking the near leg. Hudson looking for an inside wrist here to break his opponent down. Nice back trip there.
Under 15 to go in the period. Under 5. That's how we're going to end 2-0 with Kevin Hudson and Caesar Rodney Riders with the lead at 285 pounds.
That's a lot of action for a heavyweight match.
It is.
2
I
points.
liked it when he stepped out. It looked like he was going to shoot in space. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of heavyweights shoot from space. Maybe Hugo Harp from Dover, 220-pounder, wrestles some heavyweight.
Yeah, Hudson does not. He has a great ability for a big man to change levels, but you don't see very often, as you said, Benny.
You know, last year we were trying to think of who was the last freshman to even make the state finals as a heavyweight. And I have to say it was probably Roberson from here at Caesar Rodney.
Nice kick out there by Hudson, getting his feet and kicking free.
This kid also a football player. Both guys coming off the gridiron for wrestling season. 3-0, Kevin Hudson with the lead at 285 pounds, second period. Riders with a slim lead right now, 21-18 as we're getting ready to roll around.
Let's see if Brian can use his weight here to try to weigh down Hudson a little bit.
Yeah, maybe put him under a little bit, bang on that head, good hands, heavy hands.
Bryant's doing a nice job, though, the senior.
Approaching a minute to go in the second period. Yeah, Hudson got out quick, which I thought was key there, Paul. You know, if Brian could have maybe carry his weight a little bit for a minute or so, 30 seconds a minute, and wear him down, but Hudson may be able to get pretty quickly in that second period. Now he goes right back to that front head, to the cradle again, and it gets another takedown. 5-0 for Kevin Hudson.
Looks like Coach Rigby wants him to try to work for a fall here. Inside wrist, a great heavyweight technique, Benny. If he can pull that wrist in on the right side, get it on the back.
And he's going to go power half. 30 seconds to go in the period. We talked about rolling around to the strength of Milford, but then you're going to go right back into ending it with the teeth of the Caesar Rodney lineup right at the very beginning at 126.
After this match is probably.
Sorry, we had a little camera freeze there. I had to fix that. We're in one of those block and metal buildings, Paul. It makes getting internet out just a little tough, but we're getting it done. 5-0 lead for Hudson.
But both of these big men really do have good footwork.
Yeah.
For their size.
Hudson again looking like he wants to shoot from space.
A little poke in the eye there. That's really a point of emphasis in college. They cut.
The hand to the face.
You see a lot of penalty points for a hand to the face.
Right.
Not so much in high school.
You're starting to see some of the college. We've talked about the out of bounds rule. Starting to see a lot of college, a little bit of college coming down to the high school levels.
Yeah, they made some good changes at the NCAA level. I hope they all come down to the high school level. It's tough competing under two different sets of rules.
Right. Big hunter hook dug in by Hudson.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bryant doing a good job staying forehead to forehead and not letting them duck under and get to that thing. There's a double leg from space, and we're going to go out of bounds.
Once again, he just ran out of space on
Right.
the edge there. But that was
And this is a 50-foot circle. This is one of the big ones.
Hudson's going to need 2 takedowns here to get the major. We'll see if he can do it. Needs to get Bryant's head underneath him again.
Minute to go in the match. 5-0. Hudson over Bryant. Hudson number 1 in the state at 285 pounds for the Riders.
Bryant with a double collar tie here. Using his elbows to block Hudson out. Bryant's really controlled the head pretty well. He hasn't scored off it, but he's controlled the tie in that position.
Riders' first home match of the season. They're, I believe, 3-0. Milford Bucks also 3-0.
That was an ankle shot attempt by Bryant. Looks like Hudson's going to be able to stretch him out and score here.
He does. Takedown for Kevin Hudson, up 7-0. Needs 1 turn to get the major, but he's only got 22 seconds to do it. And look like he's going to try to go half on that left side.
That'd probably have cut him right when I got the score there.
Yeah, and try to get another takedown.
It's a little late now. There's only 10 seconds left in the bout.
Approaching 5 seconds to go.
Bryant really fighting hard not to get turned. Really good effort there for the Bucks.
And that's how it's going to end. 7-0 win for Kevin Hudson for the Riders as they now go up 24-18 as we move to the lightweights, 106 pounds.
That heavyweight was a well wrestled bout by both men there. Very entertaining for the crowd, Benny.
So it's number 2, Corey Messick, up against Dawson Mitchell. Mitchell, I believe this is his first match down at 106.
Mitchell looks like he's got some size here on Messick, even though Messick's the highly ranked competitor.
Mitchell's been at 113. Shot in on a double. Can't get his head out to the outside. Messick looks like he's going to go mixer. Got the chin and the hook, but Dawson Mitchell just driving in.
Nice throw by there.
He's got the leg still.
See if he can stretch that arm out and score here. It's an art form here, wrestling on the boundary, Benny.
Right.
The new rules. Behind it.
Messick's going to go behind and score. Takedown as Messick leads 2-0. Mitchell right back to his feet.
Messick looking to try to work the near leg in. Merkel.
Now I'm thinking, Paul, this is where, again, now the Bucks need to start getting some bonus.
Messick's got a nice hazard tight here. Let's see if we can get him in criteria.
Can't get him in the pocket, though.
Ref shaking his head now. See if we can elevate him here with his left foot in the criteria.
Gets one swipe. It looks like Mitchell's getting the hips turned over.
Nice job by defending there by Mitchell.
We go out of bounds. No relation, by the way, to me, so no bias on the call. 2-0, Corey Messick in the top position. First period, he leads.
Messick heavy on the left side there. So he's got a bar arm in now.
Got a reinforced bar at that. Now he switches off and he wants to go a bar and a rest. Messick returning to 106 pounds. He was a 6-pounder last year as a freshman. Was a state qualifier.
Doing a nice job grinding his bar down on Mitchell.
15 seconds to go in the period.
Messick's to score if he takes some bigger steps. Takes some bigger steps over the head. He may be able to score here.
And going to give it one last try before the period ends. Gets a 1 count. And that's going to be it. Nice, good defense there by Mitchell, just not giving it up.
They said 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 points.
That's right. Got to be consecutive swipes. And Mitchell's going to choose neutral. Second period underway at 106 pounds. The number 1 Milford Buccaneers in Division II and the number 1 Caesar Rodney Riders out of Division I.
See if Mitchell can use his length here to score here on defense.
Then a front head looking to go behind, maybe throw by.
Good job by Messick clamping the elbow, controlling that left elbow of Mitchell.
Got a little insight with CR, of course, Paul, with my son being an assistant coach, and he says this is the kid to look out for down the road. He said this kid's a hard worker. He worked himself down 106 pounds, did it the right way, works hard every practice. He said he's a kid in the future to watch. Here's this Dawson Mitchell. But for the moment, Corey Messick from Milford wants to establish himself as the number 2 guy in the state and get some bonus here in this duel. Looking to go behind, catches the ankle.
Nice front head. He needs to continue to tuck his head there and try to score here. He's got nice control of the ankle. There he is.
And goes behind, takedown. 4-0 for Corey Messick.
Messick's got the bar again and the wrist. Looking to tilt here.
And getting the slice, gets 2 of them.
Mitchell's got great body control, being able to keep his hips square to the mat there with all that pressure. There's a straight bar run.
Now he's going to go, bar and a hook. That's how you end up in the dreaded double arm bar.
The message is he's got to get his track shoes on and just
right, let it go, let it rip, yeah.
It's close to criteria here. He's got to keep stepping.
Has that bar a little loose. It's just kind of,
there it is.
And there it is.
There's through here now.
20 seconds to go in the second period. Messick looking for a fall for the Bucks. Coming in, Don Parsley said, if this came down to criteria, most pins, he felt good. As they've gotten 3 pins already.
Got 7 seconds to go here. Mitchell, nice job fighting out of that for the time being.
And he's going to get 3 back as we move to the third period.
Well, you can see why Mitchell picked neutral.
Yeah.
Go down on Messick. He's a hammer on top.
And Coach Parsley's going to put him on top, so he wants the fall here.
And normally you wouldn't pick top, but after a sequence like that, you feel pretty confident
right.
That your wrestler's going to turn him again.
Third period underway at 106 pounds.
Got a clock issue here. There it is. It's running now. 57, 56. 52. Okay,
there we go.
They're gonna restart at 152 here.
And that's exactly what I had. So good call by referee Matt Bivens, able to nail that 8 seconds down. And here we go, underway. Third period. Looking at half Nelson here. Messick is on the right side, switches back over to the left. He wants to get back to that bar.
Messick's doing a nice job making Mitchell carry all of his weight, wearing him down. See if he can secure some tight hold here and score another set of fall.
Needs to get to that major so, make the bottom guy open up a little bit, maybe get that fall, but build that major.
Mitchell doing a nice job controlling the wrist under there.
Approaching a minute to go in the match. They're going to get a stall call on bottom. Tough stall call there. That's an aggressive call.
Tough, yeah. The Milford wrestler and bench were calling for it. Mitchell had his head down a little bit there.
Right.
He's doing a nice job killing some time here on the clock.
Getting
for
the
his
hips
team.
back up.
Yeah. It's a lot of forward pressure. It's tough to get his head off the mat here.
Milford fans want another stall call.
Another stall call would give Messick the major.
Right. And he's going to get it. 8-0 lead for Corey Messick. I'm thinking this is a match where Coach Parsley really would like to have 6.
Certainly would. About 30 seconds to go here. It's important for Mitchell not to get a couple more stall calls here. Get himself some real danger. Did a nice job building his base there.
That may have been a mistake by Messick. Keep the pressure on. Try to get the next stall call instead of sitting up and allowing him to regroup. Now, you're probably not going to get another one in the next 15 seconds now.
Probably not. Maybe one more at the end. Sometimes the refs like to go for.
And there it is, as I said that.
Next one would be a 2-point stall call. Messick with that bar again here, a short time, but.
And not going to get it, but he's going to get the major decision. That's going to make it 24-22.
Good job by both guys. Messick did his job. He got bonus. I'm sure he would love to have 6. And Mitchell, I'm sure that Coach Rigby's happy with him only giving up 4 and not 16 points.
So we move to 113. Number 3 ranked Jack Toady from Milford versus number 1 unranked MJ Smith. His first match down at 113. So the Riders are down to weight. It looks like Coach Paul Kyer.
Toady with a nice leg attack there.
Gets the
way
takedown.
on the hands that was a good call by the ref. Way down the hands is 2.
Toady go right to that near side cradle.
Going to roll
and going to get it.
See if he can settle him back here. Lost his grip, but he's did a nice job transferring over to a head and arm here.
Minute 30 to go. Long time to be down on your back in that position.
Toady's just got to stay patient and try to scoop that head. Looks like he's trying to thread.
Toady, another one came out of my Hand Open Hammers program. He looks like he's going for the fall here with still a minute to go in the first period. He leads 2-0. He's already got the swipes.
Toady's got plenty of time. Just got to be patient here, not get over anxious.
Looking to give Milford their first lead of the night. There goes front head and arm. Smith able to roll. Now he's in a mixer.
This is tight. Plenty of time still. 50 seconds left in the period. I'd like to see him throw a double leg grapevine here.
There it is. It's in.
Him out.
No, he lost the right leg.
Nice job by Smith.
Smith fights off his back. But Toady gets the 3 back. 5-0 Jack Toady in the first period at 113 pounds. Milford trails the duel 24-22, looking to get their first lead of the night.
There's another near side cradle here he's got applied.
Freshman Toady ranked number 3 in the state at 113. Won the Polytech tournament, runner-up at the Milford Invitational.
Nice job by Smith coming out of it.
3 more back. 8-0.
Smith on the board with that 1-point escape. Dominant period there by Toady.
So we move to the second period. And it's going to be Toady's choice. He's going to take neutral again. 8-1 as we head to the second period.
Important for Toady here to keep the pressure on Smith. Not let him gather himself to get back into this match.
Riders jumped out 21-0. As I looking to dump here is Toady, a little fireman's. He's not able to finish it.
The crack down here, he's looking for the head.
Swims his hand up, looking to go low leg cradle maybe.
Toady should keep that low leg if he can.
Yeah, he's got the low leg Turk, but steps out of it.
Good job by Smith, avoiding back there. See if Toady can get his cradle again here, Benny.
Yeah.
There's a suck back.
Suck back too, getting the count.
Right here, I'd like to see Toady reverse his hand over the head.
Right, go front head and then pop the head on the other side, yeah. He's got his count. He has time to do it here.
He's trying to work reverse half here, putting a lot of pressure on the near side. If he gets his hands locked here, this could be tough for Smith. Smith trying to work that arm.
He does. He's going to get it through. But he's going to go right to a half. So he's not going to get the points yet. He's just went from transition from one pinning combination to the other. And now Smith able to fight off. 3 back points, Toady. He's got the major up 11-1. Now here comes that near side cradle again.
Slide front. Smith with a nice job here. Hope he doesn't get mixed here. Toady looking for the mixer.
Nice little thigh pry there, puts him to his back. 8 seconds to go in the period.
So Smith can hold here on the edge. 2 seconds, 1.
And he is. He's going to get 3 more backs. That's going to go up 14-1 as we move to the third period.
Beautiful knee tap there to a pancake.
Yeah,
reminiscent of Bruce Kelly from St. Mark's, 4-time state champ. That was his bread and butter move.
Tech fall for Jack Toady. Oh, no, major decision. Yeah, tech fall for Jack Tody. And the Bucks go up 27-24. I lost a period there, Coach.
No, that was the second period.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the back points awarded him that were awarded gave him 15.
120 pounds, Trent Grant, ranked number 6. And he's up against Colton Bowie.
Let's see how much Milford can extend their lead here. After this bout, Caesar Rodney will be favored down to the end.
Right.
Milford's done a fantastic job getting back in this bout.
Yeah,
really rough
taking their first lead of the night, 27-24, with 3 bouts left. Bucks favored in this one, and the Riders favored in the last 2. But I think the Bucks, they needed some pins in these low weights, Paul. And then, if they don't get it here, they wouldn't have gotten any of them.
It's a really important match here for the Bucks. They want to extend this lead as much as they can here.
Right, because you got CR has 2 ranked guys coming up for themselves. Mike Primo, a 4-year starter, 3-time place winner. One of them. And he'll be his first appearance of the season as he's got his descent down to 26 and he's ready to go. Headlock by Bowie, rolled through by Grant, takedown, 4-1. Good
action by both wrestlers there. Grant getting a leg in here.
You gotta love it when the unranked guy comes out and throws the headlock on the ranked guy. At the end of the night, we'll pick a wrestler of the night, the Hammer of the Night, sponsored by the Henlip and Hammers Wrestling Club. Got my eyes on one right now.
Grant trying to work a bar arm, much like his teammate Messick did earlier in the bout. Nice job coming to his feet there by Brown.
14 seconds to go in the period, go out of bounds with 11 seconds. 4-1 lead for Trent Grant. Trent Grant, I believe, was a state qualifier last season for the Bucks at 113 pounds. Moves up to 120.
Grant's got the boot in again, breaking Brown flat. Looks like he's going to get the ride out here with just a few seconds to go.
Have to move to the second period. The Bucks almost need a pin here to force the Riders into having to get bonus in one of those next 2 matches, if not both.
Yeah, it's tough when you're the team that's behind when you have to get bonus.
Right.
Puts an added level of pressure on you.
Tries to Granby, didn't clear the feet though. Yeah, and Bowie able to keep control. 4-1 for Trent Grant of Milford. He's on bottom. Second period here at 120 pounds.
You said Bowie doing a nice job covering the hips,
right,
making Grant carry a lot of weight. Grant's looking a Japanese stand up here, tripod stand.
And reaches back for the head. You might want to give that up here as Bowie looks like he's going to come out front. He's going to roll and get the escape.
Yeah, beautiful Granby roll.
5-1. Now he's going to go club hook.
Nice throw by Grant with the underhook. See if he can bring him to the mat.
He does. Takedown.
See what Coach Parsley wants him to do here. He wants him to try to turn or start running some takedowns.
I think with Wisniewski and Primo coming up, you got to get a pin. That makes the Riders work a little harder. You don't get the pin, you just get the decision. We're working towards the major.
Bowie did a nice job there fighting off that arm bar by Graham. He's got it back in. Big step. Close to criteria here.
Bowie able to fight it off. Like I said, finish my thought. If you don't get the pin here, it's a 6-point lead with the Riders coming with 2 of their top guys. Back to the bar and wrist. And now he's going to go wrist and a half.
Yep. The old big cookie there, bar half combo. That's a nice job with the half side by.
He's going to get the fall. Big pin for Milford, 33-29 or 24.
Great win there from Grant. Did exactly what his team needed. Giving the Bucks a 9-point lead here going into the final few bouts of the evening.
That's going to bring up Tim O'Hara, the freshman, versus number 4 ranked Mike Primo, 4-year starter for the Riders. 3-time place winner, state place winner. Watching this O'Hara, he's got a future. His hands might be full tonight, but he was a finalist at the Milford Invitational. He's going to go front head looking for the cradle.
And this is a great opportunity for the freshman to do something really positive for his team here. If he can just hold Primo to a regular decision, he puts his team in a great position to win the duel. O'Hara has a lot of leverage here on Primo that he can take advantage of. Nice spinner of that
go out of bounds. No score. 0-0 at 126.
O'Hara does not look intimidated at this
no,
point.
not at all.
Not at all. He's been the aggressor here.
And on a low single, Primo looked like he's about to get in that foot hook, but nice job of by O'Hara by subbing up.
Primo, nice job defending here, scrambling. We'll see if O'Hara can finish his single leg position.
Right, Primo with the ankle locks, going to stalemate it. 54 seconds to go, 0-0.
Yeah, Primo did a nice job there with the Wizard, turning his knee out, turning it into a potentially dangerous situation.
Milford leads 33-24. Two matches left, including this one. When they needed bonus, they got it. I think 4 pins on the night already.
Nice
Here comes a dump.
Single.
Takedown Primo, 2-0.
O'Hara did a nice job slipping that arm so he didn't give any backs. Let's see if Primo can get a set here with the final 20 seconds of the first
I would think
period.
Coach Rigby wants at least a major here to take the pressure off Wisniewski of having the pin. Because even with a pin and a decision, it comes down to criteria. And there he goes with the near side cradle.
Beautiful job by Primo here on top.
And he's going to get 3 back. 5-0, Mike Primo.
That's the toughest part of moving up to another level wrestling from junior high to high school to college is the bottom position. We saw that there.
O'Hara's going to take down again, or he's going to take neutral again. So here we go, on our feet, 5-0. And, Primo, he's doing what the senior has to do. You have to go out there and win the match and get the bonus and help your team out.
O'Hara once again the aggressor. Nice boost scoot attempt there.
Primo, nice reach shot as he put the head down. Now he goes to the right leg, looking to go behind.
Nice position that O'Hara was in earlier. He did a nice job defending there, just like Primo did earlier in the bout.
5-0, minute 34 to go here in the second period at 126. Both wrestlers sprint back to the center, ready to go. And Caesar Rodney student section getting it going. They've been quiet here for quite a while.
O'Hara's doing a nice job with the heavy ties with the collar ties. Another boot scoop attempt thwarted by Primo. Primo looking for a front head score here. Looking to tuck and score.
And that's what you've been talking about all night, getting that head down, blocking that pit, and going behind.
Yeah, put a lot of pressure on O'Hara's head here. O'Hara doing a nice job facing. See if O'Hara can drag out of this situation. He's close to it.
Yeah.
Nice drag. He should go to a single there.
Almost a little sit drag there by Primo. Double leg attempt by O'Hara. The freshman not backing down.
No, he's staying on the offense. Nice to see.
Watch for a throw by here by Primo as he's locked in the pit. There it is. Not scores.
Yep.
Not scoring on it.
Well defended by O'Hara. O'Hara's got the control of that elbow, so he's going to look to drag out again here.
So if you're Primo here, you have choice coming up in third period. You go back to top?
I believe you'd have to pick top
Yeah.
here. It'll be interesting to see what he picks, but you got to pick top since you turned him so easily with that cradle.
Primo, first match of the year, looks light on his feet. Looks like he's in good shape here. Another one, coach just said he got his weight down the right way. Shot by O'Hara. 5 seconds to go. Primo looking to spin behind. Gets it. Takedown. 7-0. That was a huge takedown.
Yeah, maybe an ill-advised shot there by O'Hara. Wasn't one of his better ones of the match.
the freshman trying to make something happen. And you're right, he's going to take top. And Coach Rigby telling him we want the pin.
This is when you'd like to be able to call a timeout.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
you're Milford, but you can't in wrestling, unfortunately.
Primo with a 7-0 lead. He's turned O'Hara once tonight with a cradle, and he's going right back to it. Hooking the leg, looking to go with that far side cradle, crossface cradle. Now he's going to get the double boots in, and this can wear you out.
Important for O'Hara here to protect himself up top, not get stretched out in the power half. At the same time, try to work to get one of those legs free.
Let's see if we get a stall call here like we did back at 106. Referee Matt Bevins in talking, letting him know what he expects. Minute 24 to go.
O'Hara doing a nice job getting to his base here.
And he's going to get a reversal.
Nice reversal there. Big for the young buck there. Like we see what O'Hara has on top.
Yeah. If he goes what I think he's going for, that's not going to be legal. It's going to be a backbone. We're going to get a stalemate.
They've made that hold illegal, unfortunately. Still can do it in college,
Right.
but they made it illegal at the high school level.
7-2 lead for Mike Primo. Yeah, I'm thinking, like we said with the Bucks, he needs to get bonus. I think a 1 and a 2 would do it, wouldn't it? Escape and a takedown.
Escape and takedown would give it the major. O'Hara doing a good job riding here. Primo up to his base. They're looking for a bow and arrow cradle there. O'Hara's trying to win this bout.
Yes, he is.
Well, Primo's got to show some action here. O'Hara looking for an Old Navy ride here.
I believe the Bucks control the criteria too, Paul, with all those pins. And there's a stall call on bottom. 10 seconds to go in the match.
Tilt attempt. He'll get his hips. The hips are a little low here. There's the 2.
And he's going to get just a reversal.
Close to
No backs.
but no backs. O'Hara really did his job for the Bucks.
Yes, he did.
Giving up a regular
Holds
decision.
off to a regular decision. So we come down to the last match of the night. 27-33, Bucks lead. The Riders need a pin. But I think they're in trouble when it comes to criteria, Paul.
You're the expert on that, Benny. So
I'm going to have to wait till they take the book out, to tell you the truth.
I know this Coach Parsley, he knows exactly what the criteria is, and he looks pretty happy over there. Important in this situation, if it's a tie, that there's no one leaves the bench for any certain reason. You don't want any penalty points. Even with the wrestlers here, you don't want to have a penalty.
Last match of the night, Avery Copes, the freshman for Milford, up against Pat Wisniewski, ranked number 5 in the state at 132, and right to that 2-on-1 tie.
Again, Copes looks like he has some leverage and length advantage over Wisniewski, even though Wisniewski certainly with the experience advantage.
Over under. Inside trip. Right to his. Oh, no. Cope's able to come out of it.
Wisniewski with a nice high single here. Copes trying to.
And takedown Wisniewski. 2-0.
There's the thread. We'll see what Wisniewski's strategy is going to be here.
Yeah, I think you have to stay on top and pin. He's going to have a hard time throwing that long body of Copes to the mat.
Yeah. That Wisniewski looks like he's going to content to try to throw legs here. Work for a fall from the either legs or a cradle or power half. He looks for a far side cradle here. It's where Cope's length could be a big advantage.
Yes.
It's tough to tie him up.
Comes back to the mat. Wisniewski still with a single leg. 30 seconds to go in the first period. And he's going to get the escape. 20 seconds to go, first period. Wisniewski, a 106-pounder last season. Moving all the way up to 132. That's a big jump. Copes in on a single. And not going to score. 2-1 is how it's going to end the first period as we move to the second period.
Big advantage so far for Milford in this match, but it only takes one mistake to get pinned in wrestling. That's the one thing about the sport.
And Wisniewski's going back to his feet to start the second period. Can't tell if that's his stance or if he's trying to bait him to that leg. Looks like he's trying to get him out like a Greco stance, trying to get to something upper body. He's got the 2-on-1.
Got the 2-on-1. He's looking for that cross arm to throw.
Copes keeping good head position here on defense. .30 seconds gone in the second period.
Wisniewski with the underhook here. They go seatbelt across the back.
Looks like he went to throw the over underhook, not there.
At a hip toss there. Inside trip, see if he can get him those back. Step. Again, Copes with that length, he's tough to score on.
He is. No score there by Wisniewski. He leads 2-1. A little super duck attempt, inside trip again, takedown for Wisniewski.
Pretty technique there by Wisniewski for the 2.
But he spent a minute and 5 seconds to get the takedown. He's got to get a pin. Out of bounds. 39 seconds go in the second period.
There's something that you always want to practice in the practice room is your pin holds.
Right.
Because you never know when you're going to need the pin. Whether behind a match, you're going to need it to win a duel.
It's Coach Kyer and his old bread and butter cards.
Bread and butter, yeah. Pin hold is one of them. 5-point move, yeah. See, Wisniewski's content to work on top here, but not sure what hold he's trying to work for.
Nah. He's got to get something. He's got to get pressure forward. He's got to get him on his back. And you're not going to get that hold on to an ankle. Approaching 15 seconds. He's going to let him go. Escape for Copes. And we're 4-2 with 10 seconds.
Copes is another freshman doing a fantastic job for the Bucks here.
Shot by Wisniewski, double leg attempt. Copes able to get the hips back, and we're going to go to the third period.
Wisniewski had a tight underhook jack block there, and that's what he really needs to get in this period, but sooner.
And Copes is going to go bottom.
He hasn't been turned yet, so that's a good call.
All right, and he's going to go optional start here for Wisniewski. And Copes able to circle away and score 4-3. Patrick Wisniewski with the lead for the Riders. He's got to get a stick. So we're going to look something feet to back here.
Yeah, tough position for Wisniewski to be in because you get too over aggressive and sloppy with your technique, you're liable to lose this match.
There's the throw right to his back. Copes able to roll out of it.
With the 2 backs, two takedown, no back.
Potentially dangerous.
Yep.
I think Wisniewski got just what he wanted. He got the big throw.
Yep. Copes did a great job using momentum to roll through and get off his back. Didn't even give up 2 backs there. Copes still wrestling hard on the bottom.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's going to come out.
He's going to get one here.
There it is, 6-4. Milford crowd wanted the 2, but Wisniewski able to roll it through.
Wisniewski.
And here comes Coach Parsley.
Wisniewski had a reinforced Russian tie there, and I think Coach Parsley was looking for a legal hold. He thinks that the arm came out across the back.
That was a move that Kenny Boyles used out in Fargo, had some success with.
Yeah, it's a great move. It's one Kerry Colott used to use a lot. It's legal if you keep the arm inside. but it's really more effective when you get it outside, which is now an illegal hold.
Right.
That's what Coach Parsley's asking about right now. I didn't see it come out across the mat.
I don't see how it could have because Copes fell on top of him. So 54 seconds to go.
Coach seems to be okay.
Yeah, 6-4.
Coach Parsley making him take his time here. Remember to keep his cool.
And they're on their feet. 6-4. Wisniewski with the lead. Under a minute to go.
Hey, Coach is still in this bout. He could win this outright. Be a great victory for him.
Yeah, because Wisniewski's in the position to have to take chances. Let's watch rolling mixer here.
Coach doing a nice job controlling the elbows, killing some time here.
Oh, he's got the mixer in.
He's got it. That is tight.
35 seconds to go. Cope's fighting this thing off. He's going to go over, try to go double boost maybe.
Great fight by Copes there.
Under 20 to
20
go.
seconds left to get it. He's going to look for it again.
He's got the takedown, but he's got to get out of bounds. He's got to come. He's got to spin around front and hit that rolling mixer.
He's got to try for that mixer again.
I wouldn't go neutral. You don't have time.
Copes, he put him neutral.
Too late. He put him up.
Copes should put on his running shoes right now. Stay away. Stay away.
There's the rolling mixer. And Coach is going to get the two.
Wisniewski had to try.
That's how it's going to end. Does not get the major, so it's a 3-point decision, and the Bucks win it 33-30.
The freshman really coming through from Milford.
Yeah, big time.
Saving the dual meet.
Big time. So, Paul, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. We're going to come back, and we're going to discuss this match and find out who our wrestler of the night, our hammer of the night is. We'll be right back, folks.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway.
Okay, welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School, folks. A thriller, 33-30, just like we called it. Paul, who is our wrestler of the night?
That was a great match. I'd probably have to go with Trent Grant. Him getting that 6, extending their lead, is really the difference in this match.
I agree. Your wrestler, your hammer of the night, Trent Grant. Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back with our wrestler of the night.
You got
Of Soto Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points.
Okay, folks, we're back. A little Christmas music in the background. And here we are with our hammer of the night, presented by the Henlopen Hammer Wrestling Club. Our wrestler of the night is Trent Grant from the Milford Buccaneers. Trent, your team needed a pin. Didn't get it at 6. Didn't get it at 13. The pin was huge. Talk us through that match. And because it looked like it wasn't happening there either.
I mean, We were all expected. I mean, I was expecting 6 to go out there and pin, 13 to go out there and pin. And when I didn't see him pin, I knew this is where we really needed it. So I had to push it the whole time. And my teammates were there the whole time telling me, hey, you got this. You got to push this. And I just waited for it, and the perfect moment came. And I ran that half, stacked him up, and finished it.
Your team fell behind 21-0.
Yeah.
But then quickly, Vivensky Augustin, he got it rolling. 3 pins in a row. Talk about the upper weights setting the table for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. I think Coach had it all planned out from the start. He said that, their middleweights are going to be tough. And the moment that we kind of hit those heavyweights, that's where we really got to, start that momentum going. And that's exactly what happened. Vivensky started it off, and then it was just like domino effect, one after another after another. And then when it came down to Tim and Avery, they just had to play it smart, and we come home.
Well, let's talk about those 2 freshmen. They go out, they're going up against ranked guys.
Yeah.
Timmy O'Hara, he wasn't laying back. He looked like he wanted to win that match.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Tim was nervous. He had some nerves, but at the same time, he knew he could really go with him. After that match in the at the Invitationals where he ran with the finalists and ran with Robbie last year, and he saw how he wrestled, he knew that he could really get up there, and he was going out there trying to go for a win.
And then talk about Avery Copes coming up big for you guys, not giving up the stick at the end.
I was nervous for a second there. I thought it was over. I thought he got pinned, and it was going to come real close, but he somehow rolled himself out of there, and he just, he came in clutch for our team. I really appreciate it.
Our wrestler of the night, our hammer of the night, Trent Grant from Milford. Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up here from Caesar Rodney, where the Milford Buccaneers win 33-30.
In North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish.
So welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School here with Paul Kyer. And Paul, if we're going to pick a match to start the season with, what about this one? 33-30. And the Buccaneers come in here as the number 1 team in Division II and knock off the number 1 team in Division I.
Yeah, you usually see those matches at the end of the year in February, the beginning of February, early January. But what a fantastic match to start the season off with.
So, folks, thanks to Paul Kyer, 302 Sports. Your final, the Milford Buccaneers 33, the Caesar Rodney Riders 30. And they're going to meet up again here in the Beast of the East this weekend. So more wrestling to go here in Delaware.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. Don't forget about Smyrna, Milford, CR, who gets the Governor's Trophy there. And, Benny, I got to give you some credit. For 2 years now, you've been saying that Milford was the best team in the state, and I think they might have proved it tonight.
Yeah, I think right now Milford is, if we just did a ranking from both divisions, right now Milford's your number 1 team in the state.
Yeah.
So, folks, for Paul Kyer, Benny Mitchell, and 302 Sports, have a good night. Hey, check out some Beast of the East action this weekend if you're around. Up there at the University of Delaware. And also, when the 302 Sports isn't here, you can go to www.nfhsnetwork.com, search Caesar Rodney. Athletic Director Bob Brown told me they've got the system here. They stream all their indoor events, volleyball, basketball, wrestling. So when 302 Sports isn't in the house, check out NFHS Network here with the Caesar Rodney Riders as they stream all their indoor events, wrestling, basketball, everything. So, folks, for Benny Mitchell, Paul Kyer, have a good night.